Dear learners, in this video we are going to compare the size of businesses. But our main agenda would be to focus on analytical part of this question, why there is a need to compare the size of different businesses and what are different bases on which we can compare them. Before going further, you just need to subscribe this channel to have more such videos on accountancy and business studies. Businesses vary in size and there are a lot of ways to measure them. So first of all, we must understand why there is a need to measure the size of different businesses and what are those stakeholders who would like to know the size of different businesses. So first of all, I would like to comment on investor. Their main concern is their investment and the safety of their investment. Investors' main concern is profitability. So return on investment is a ratio they usually calculate to measure the safety of their profitability. And in order to judge the profitability attractiveness, this ratio is very much useful. So return on investment is a ratio between net profit and cost of investment. High return on investment means gains of an investment is favorable with respect to its cost. So investor would like to see their investment is safe or not. Next is government. Government would like to collect tax revenue. Government need to compare the size of businesses to make fiscal policy for trade and industry. In its policy, government may want to assist smaller businesses by approving microfinance and by providing large business with ease of doing business. In this way, outcome of government is to increase the ratio of tax collection from its small and large scale industry. So that's why government need to make different policies for larger and small business in order to have more tax revenue in upcoming years. The next is competitor. Investor in the firm may wish to compare the size of business with close competitors to compare the rate of growth. Next is worker. Of course, workers are looking for security of their job, so they need to compare different size of the different businesses, whether they are safer in their job or not. So they need to understand the size of business. And the banks, of course, banks are concerned with the recovery of their loan. That's why before approving the amount of loan, they need to compare different size of business. Is this feasible to approve the amount of loan or not? Next, there are different bases on which we can compare the size of a business. First base I would like to comment is number of employees. Most easy method to compare is to compare the business on the basis of number of employees. More the number of employees, larger the business is. However, it is not suitable to compare labor-intensive industry with machine-intensive industry. In machine-intensive industry, most of the operations are performed by automated machines. So it would be irrelevant to compare one industry with labor force with a machine-based industry. Second base would be sales turnover, or you can say value of sales. Two businesses can be compared on the basis of dollar value of sales they generate in specific time period. This method is very suitable in case of same industry. However, this cannot be used for two firms belonging to different nature of industry. Like sales of an automobile cannot be compared with the beverages producing firm because the value of sale of one unit in automobile is much higher as compared to beverages unit. This measure is needed to calculate market share, and here I would like to share the concept of market share. Market share is the number of customers captured by one firm in an industry from total number of available customers in that particular industry. So next ratio I would like to comment, which can be used as the comparison purpose, capital employed. Capital employed means the total value of all long-term finance invested in the business. Larger the business, the greater the value of capital needed for long-term investment. Firms employing the same number of staff may have different capital employed. However, there is a possibility that the firm having same number of workers have different value of capital employed. In conclusion, I must say there is not a single base on which we can compare the size of business. One stakeholder should use more than one basis. One stakeholder should use more than one base for comparing the size of different business. Thank you very much for watching.